Where are these asylum seekers going? It's a simple question. And what's your plan to stop them coming here in the first place? That's what people want, James. Where are they going?
Rachel Reeves, Chancellor of the Exchequer, announced in her spending review that payments for hotels housing migrants will end by 2029. But where will they go? Talk TV's Jeremy Kyle grilled Treasury Secretary James Murray for answers, only to find Murray didn't get the memo and stayed vague in his responses. In this video, we'll share key clips from that interview and explore what they reveal about leadership clarity in immigration goals and the leadership principles driving national impact. Stick around for the insights. Before we get into the details, if you love diving into political issues and enjoy hearing a principled take on them, then hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to join the conversation. It will help our channel grow.
Where are these asylum seekers going to go over the next 4 years? Why is it taking you 4 years? Where are they going to go? Social housing? Are you going to use old military bases? Where are they going to go? And why is your government not appearing in her way today and saying, this is how we're going to stop them coming in the first place, James Murray? We've heard nothing about that.
Well, you're absolutely right that we want to stop them coming in the first place. And one of the things the Chancellor announced as part of the spending review today is more money for the Border Security Command. So that's £280 million extra for border security to stop those boats coming in the first place by helping with all of our efforts on that front. But for the people who are here, for the asylum seekers who are here in hotels, the fact that so much public money is being spent.
Where are they going to go, James Murray? Where are they going to go? Where are they going to go then?
So what we need to do first is get that backlog down. We need to take those decisions so that people are processed in terms of their applications, so that they have to return if they're rejected, and we have a decision on their case. What is really unacceptable is for so many people to be in hotels, which are particularly expensive.
Where are they going to go, James?
It really irritates people.
Where are they going to go? Where are they going to go?
The Home Secretary will set out the plan for the next few years and how that will work.
But the Home Secretary just had her budget cut by 2.2% and her hands are tied, James Murray. You know that. The Home Secretary was on resignation watch.
The reason for getting the Home Office budget down is because of the savings we will make in asylum hotel costs. Now, one of the reasons for having a spending review is so that you can set out plans over a few years, because we know with some of the problems that we face, some of the challenges we face as a country, they're not things you can fix overnight. They're not even things you can fix within 12 months. You need a few years to really solve them.
So you can't tell my viewers...
Asylum hotels is a really good example of it.
Let's just cut to the chase.
Can I just make this one final point on it, because it's an important one. If you've got a plan over a few years, like we have, we've said we're going to invest up front in transforming...
What is your plan? How are you going to stop the boats? How are you going to... OK, stop. Let me have my point. Answer two really simple questions very simply. Where are these asylum seekers going? It's a simple question. And what's your plan to stop them coming here in the first place? That's what people want, James. Where are they going?
Well, some of them will be sent home if their applications are rejected, and we want to bring down that backlog. That's the first duty, and that's what we've been doing since the election last year. And what we're saying is, for those people who are being processed, they're waiting for a decision to be taken. It is unacceptable to be spending so much money on expensive hotel accommodation.
So where are they going to go? Not the some who get deported. What about the not some who are going to still be here or are not going in hotels? It's not a difficult question, James, with respect. Where are these people going?
I said earlier on in our conversation today that there would have to be alternative accommodation for them. But the point with hotels is that hotels are particularly expensive, and it is really, it's really frustrating for everyone as taxpayers to be spending so much money on asylum hotels.
Brendan, I nearly had a breakdown. I know. I genuinely don't know what to say anymore. I'll get on to Gibraltar in a minute. I mean, what the hell was that all about?
He was like a rabbit in the headlights. He didn't know what to say. He doesn't know what he thinks. He doesn't know what his own government thinks. And you really nailed him on that question of where are they going to go. If the government really does get them out of the hotels, I'm not convinced they will, then where are they going to go? That's the question they can't answer, because we can all sense what the answer probably is. Some of those billions are going to be spent on new housing. Some of those houses will go to these illegal arrivals. They will be put up in rented accommodation. accommodation. That will be paid for by us yet again. It will just be moving the problem around like chess pieces on a board rather than solving it at its source. And they are useless at everything they touch.
And then, of course, today Rayner announces that sleeping rough is going to be de-illegalised, for want of a better phrase. So what are we going to have? Our streets now full of migrants sleeping on the streets. And before people phone me up and go, yeah, that's really unfair, they're coming from war-torn countries, stay in your tent in France. I'm more bothered about homeless veterans. Sorry, but that's how I feel.
You know, the tent cities that I'm seeing emerging in parts of London are really concerning.
Yeah.
Anyone who's to Los Angeles, I know you have, Jeremy, you will know that there are parts of Los Angeles that are just, it's in a real state right now, but there are parts of that city that are just tent after tent after tent, entire encampments where people live for their whole lives. They're a real eyesore. They're incredibly dangerous. They make the city feel unsafe. We are heading in that direction. We are heading for tent cities in the United Kingdom for two reasons. Firstly, because as those scenes show, more and more people are turning up every single day illegally and the government can't control the borders. And the government has just de-illegalized sleeping on the streets. That's a toxic combination that is going to make our streets and our cities even less safe.
I find it frightening.
Far too long, governments set distant long-term goals as an excuse to delay timely action. But strong leadership demands short-term goals to benefit the country now. Why wait? Short-term goals push leaders to act decisively, avoid procrastination, and deliver measurable results. When it comes to challenges like illegal migration, we don't need to wait years for solutions. With focus and accountability, meaningful steps can start today. When leaders struggle with challenges like illegal migration, bold action and clear goals make the difference. Take President Trump, for example. In his second term, he promised swift action on illegal border crossings and delivered with crossings plummeting over 90% in months. The lesson? If your approach is not working, learn from allies who have succeeded. The US, a key UK ally, faced similar migration challenges and the Trump administration tackled them head-on. Strong leaders seek out proven strategies and adapt them. What leadership lessons inspire you? Share them in the comments. If you have benefited in any way from this video, please subscribe, like, share, and be sure to leave us a comment.